So in my previous video, I talked about if Verdansk will save Warzone. I talked a little bit about it, but I didn't get into depth like I wanted to. Mostly because like playing the game and just talking, I'm still getting used to it, but I'm gonna get more into depth in this video. There's a lot to talk about. I've been watching a lot of other content creators talk about this subject, and there's a lot of drama when it comes to Verdansk coming back, because there are some people who want Warzone to fail, and there are some people who want Warzone to prosper, and I'm one of those who want Warzone to stay and prosper. But let's be honest, you guys, Warzone right now has been in a very, very bad situation where people come and go. You have your cheaters, you have your hackers. That's never gonna stop. You just have a situation where right now the game is just, like I've always said in my previous videos, it's just unplayable. And then, like, for me myself, I work a 9-to-5 job, and I come home and I want to play the game with the boys, and you just come across people who are very sweaty, who are cheating, and you can tell they're cheating even though you're not a cheater yourself. You just could tell, and that just ruins the whole game for me, and I'm sure for a lot of you. And for a long time I have felt that Activision is not listening to the audience, and you need to do that in order to like fix the issues. But I'm going to talk a lot about it in this video. But before I do that, let's go over some things that they have updated. You can go to the website yourself at callofduty.com and you can check out what they updated. All right, so to start off, I am not going to go over the whole thing. If you want, there's other content creators that have been talking about this whole thing, like all the updates that's coming along with Verdansk. I'm only gonna talk about a few things, like for example, this guy right here. If I can make it big, I already have it up here actually. All right, so we have a lot of modes that are coming back. Well, battle royale has always been a thing. We're getting back rebirth, resurgence. So it looks like they're bringing back rebirth, which is a good thing. Bringing back plunder. You have your battle royale casual. I really don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it's for people who are very new to the game and just want to get used to the game, I guess. You know, I'm not really sure. It's just, I guess, for beginners, I guess. Like, I'm a casual player myself, so I mean, I consider myself a casual player, so maybe that's what it means. And then you have your battle royale rank play. That's always been there. And then you have your high trip resource LTM, whatever that means. And then if you come over here, your gameplay updates, you have battle royale is bringing back 150 players, which is pretty cool. You're bringing back all the old vehicles, so that the Big Bertha, the Humvee, the heli, and now they're bringing back the shooting during free fall. Me personally, when Verdansk first came out, I wasn't a big fan of that. Mostly because, like, every time anywhere you land, you just get shot at, and there were certain moments where it's like, how are you shooting me that good from the air? You know, because like I remember when it first came out, like when you cut your shoot, you have a brief moment to take to when the animation pulls out the gun, you're able to shoot, and then it goes away. That's what I remember. So I'm not sure if they're gonna bring that back, or you're gonna be able to, as you're falling, have your gun with you at all times until you pull that shoot again. So I guess we'll find out. And then, so when you go to the buy station, right here it says vertical buy station menu. So it's not gonna have what we have now. They're going back to the OG, the vertical menu, which is pretty cool. Bring back thermites, the map for Verdansk, more classic elements. So circle pacing, which is pretty cool. Cinematics, I'm assuming that's like the beginning of entering Warzone, like with the airplane, all that stuff. And when you beat the game, they show you like taking a zip line up to the helicopter or whatever. Contract multiplayer, and also the OG announcers coming back, which is also pretty cool. Hopefully they bring might be Snoop Dogg, that's what I've heard. Nah, I'm just playing. And then your victory screen. So I'm assuming they're bringing back the new victory screen. You have this word, the WZ, just pop out at you, and the original, it would just show up in the bottom. So they're bringing that back, which is pretty cool. And then coming later this season, specialist perk package, big game bounty, and more. So as I said before, I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. Just a lot of people out there that already went through it, and I'm not much of a, so I like Call of Duty, but when it comes to looking at this, I could read all this and just it's all interesting, don't get me wrong. Like they redone the whole map. They moved some trees around. There are some things that were there before in the original, but they're not there now. But like they updated with graphics, of course, the whole map. So like the fire station, it looks a little bit darker in the new version, but they updated this too. Updated all that. I think that's not store, is it? That's not store. They updated this. But yeah, you guys, like, I'm really excited for Verdansk, and the timing of recording this video right now is April 1st, April Fool's Day. Tomorrow Warzone will be shut down. That's because Call of Duty said that they want to give people an opportunity to upload, like to rank their guns to a higher rank, so you can get ready for Verdansk, which is pretty cool, and I actually really admire that. This content summary, I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but it just pretty much gives you like a whole summary of what's coming to Verdansk. A review of Verdansk is back, and this is what I mean right here, that player count, well, yeah, 150 players, original announcer, original cinematics. Oh, so they're bringing back the original cinematics, okay. And shooting during infill launch. Pretty much you're gonna be able to shoot as you're falling, which is pretty cool. They're bringing back the original crates, and here they're bringing back the floating loot. So it's not gonna be laying on the ground. It's gonna be actually floating, kind of like Metal Gear Solid. You know, when you kill somebody or you see a ration just like floating in a circle. That's I like that. I think that was in Warzone 2.0 when it first came out, and I think people complained about that. Could be wrong, but yeah, I remember seeing that before. And they're bringing back their OG buy station, and they're, like you can see over here, they're bringing back the vertical menu. Not that you gotta go into the weapons or the perks or whatever. It's just everything's gonna be just right there. They also added, let me see if I can find it. If not, I'll just talk about it. I'm not gonna bother looking for it. So when you're in a buy station, if you're the only one in your team that's alive, and you have enough money to buy a couple of your guys, there's gonna be an option. I think it's for Xbox players, is like the white button. There's gonna be a certain button where if you have enough, you just press the white button, and it just buys all your teammates back, which is pretty cool. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and talk about a few things on how I feel about Verdansk coming back, and I'm gonna have a little gameplay that I played. I played this game like 2 days ago, so that's gonna be playing in the background as I talk. But before we start, if you're a newcomer to my channel, I really appreciate you showing up. I'm a new content creator, and my whole goal right now, if you watch my previous videos, my whole goal is to bring really good content to you guys, the best that I think I could bring to you guys. And I'm just a new channel starting, and I really appreciate it if you hit the like and comment down below, so it could help with the algorithm. I just want the algorithm to push my videos out to everybody as much as it can, so I can get more views coming in, and just subscribe to my channel. So let's get started. Oh, actually, before I even start, there's this video I came across in Twitter, and it kind of like, it's weird because I came across this as I recorded this gameplay. It's not in the gameplay, but I came across it before I started recording. It came to a point where it was down to me and 2 other teams, and for some reason they were able to lock on me like very, very quickly. Like in their kill cam, it shows that I'm running across their point of view, well, field of view, and they went from here to instantly. So now for me, I knew that they had to be cheating somehow. But I mean, I play in Xbox, so I mean, I know there's cheaters in Xbox because people they buy the Cronus I think it's a Cronus Z something, but yeah, people buy the Cronus, and I know that people use that to cheat. But I came across this video and I was really surprised what this software can do. I didn't know this existed when it comes to Xbox, but I'm gonna go ahead and play it and let you guys see it, and let me know that comment down below if you guys are aware of this, if it's for PC only, or like you have to like hack through the Xbox, right, to put the software in there. Doesn't make no sense, but I'm gonna go ahead and play it and let you guys watch it.
The model can now predict partially obstructed objects, taking accuracy to the next level. You might be wondering, what does that mean exactly? Let me break it down. Using millions of labeled images, each marked with bounding boxes around enemy players, our AI can now successfully predict hidden body parts. For example, if the muzzle of your gun partially covers the bottom half of an enemy while you're aiming, our system can still recognize and outline the obscured area. This might not seem like a big deal, but in the world of AI aimbots, it's a groundbreaking improvement. Next, we've dramatically improved detection speed. Previously, detection times ranged from roughly 50 to 90 milliseconds. Now, we've cut it down to just 1 to 5 milliseconds. The moment an enemy appears anywhere on your screen, the aimbot instantly detects it in places bounding boxes around them. Finally, we've introduced memory labels, a revolutionary way to track multiple enemies. Here's how it works. The scan area covers your entire screen, while the FOV area, the smaller white box in the center, focuses on active targets. The scan area remembers multiple enemies and keeps track of each one. If enemies are grouped closely together, the aimbot prioritizes the target closest to your crosshair and stays locked onto them. Thanks to the memory function, it won't randomly switch between enemies. It remains locked until that target is eliminated or moves out of view, then seamlessly transitions to the next closest enemy. This solves a major issue where clustered enemies would cause the aimbot to flicker between them instead of sticking to one. With these upgrades, I can confidently say that Pido Aim Assist is the most advanced, efficient, and consistent console aimbot on the market.
Yeah, guys, that video is crazy. Like, I had no idea that there was any type of software for Xbox. Like, I didn't know you could do that, which is pretty crazy. But let's go ahead and start. Let's get started with the video. In my previous video, I mentioned that content creators like myself and other people like JWoww or Cup of Joe or T Captain X, Swag, all those guys who make videos. They make videos out of Call of Duty. And to be honest, I'm pretty sure they rely on Call of Duty when it comes to Warzone. They rely on Warzone to make videos for you guys and for everybody else to watch. It's like, let's be honest, we love watching those people. My respects, and you know, just how they're able to just push out content like nothing. Me myself, I'm still trying to get there. But yeah, these guys, you know, they rely on making content for Call of Duty. And as I mentioned in the previous video, I feel like Verdansk is coming back at an unfair time, because it's coming back where people don't want to play the game anymore. And like a majority of a lot of players left. And Activision was talking about, if Verdansk doesn't bring back the players that it needs or that they want, they're talking about just shutting down Warzone completely. Me myself, I don't want that. Like, if I'm being truly honest with myself, I really don't want that. And majority because I love Call of Duty. And when Verdansk first came out, it came out at a time, like pretty much like in my lowest time of my life. Like, because of COVID, when COVID happened, a lot of people lost a lot of family members or friends or just anybody. I lost two important people in my life. Why are they so low? And it was just a hard time in my life. And Verdansk it just kept me busy, it kept me occupied, it kept my mind off things, especially playing with friends, you know, because like we knew that it was like based on battle royale, and but like everyone was curious to see what Verdansk was gonna bring to the table. Well, everyone was curious what Warzone was gonna bring to the table, and when it first came out, like I was kind of like skeptical about it. Like I didn't really like it, but I gave it a shot, and over time, over the 3 months that I played, I started to like it, and a lot of people started their YouTube channel from playing Warzone. And at the time, I feel like I wish I started at that time, but I didn't. I was not into like I wasn't thinking about doing like starting a YouTube channel and making content. I just wanted to play the game. I wanted to get good at it, and I was good at that version of Warzone, not this Warzone. It's just the Omni movement. It's just so crazy. Don't get me wrong, I like the Omni movement. I like that you're able to slide back and forth, side to side, any direction, like different angles. I like that, but people have gotten really good at this game, and it's crazy the amount of work that people are putting into this game. I mean, if you're not working, then you're playing this game 24/7. But people who have a 9 to 5, you know, like you go to work, you come home, you eat, spend time with the family. Like myself, I have a kid and I have a fiance, and I make sure I go to the gym, come home, eat, spend time with them, try to make videos here and there. It's just kind of there's no time to practice. And also, you got cheaters. Now, when Warzone first came out, I think that was like the best time Warzone was in, because like you didn't have cheaters. Like cheaters were gonna come in eventually, but cheaters, like at that time, like I don't know, it was just a different time. The game felt just like free to play. It was free to play, but like it just felt it felt really, really good. So when Warzone first came out, you didn't have the cheaters that you have and today. At that time, obviously Warzone was new. People transitioned from multiplayer to Warzone because they were curious, and it's crazy to me how much people evolve within this game. Because if you go back to 2020 when Warzone came out to now, like just the people, how the way people move and just like are able to like just slide here and there or bunny hop or just drop shot, compared to then, it's like people were barely getting used to it, and now it's just people are just like they're masters at it. It's just crazy. And then you have your cheaters that are hacking into the game. I always felt like the cheaters came from PC, because like you're able to like just hack into the game a lot faster than you would with a console. And I remember playing back in 2020. I just always felt like it was really unfair, because you have your 120 FOV, you have the 120 FPS. You're able to like take the camera, pull it back a little bit more, so you're able to see more. You have a big field of view compared to console players. I think we were at 60, so it was like so close to the gun and everything. It just felt so unfair.
I'm watching the right side. He's on right side, and I'm missing my shot. I don't know why.
And obviously, yeah, like I said, you're able to hack within PC a little bit better than you can with consoles. And I just always felt like the cheating came from PC. When Warzone 2.0 came out and where we are now, cheaters are coming from every single direction, PC, console. It's just crazy that people are willing to cheat to play this game. And like, if you're really bad at the game, at least I don't understand the point of cheating. Like, at least put the time and work in the game. Like, you know, just go into multiplayer or go to custom games. Just practice right there and just practice your aiming, your strafing. That's what I've been doing. If you really want to cheat, then I don't think you should be playing this game. Like, if you really are that bad at this game, then don't play the game. There's other games that have battle royale that you can play. Like, don't play Call of Duty, because it takes one person just ruin the whole game for everybody. Just like in the workplace. Like in my workplace, it's fun. We're able to goof around, talk crap to each other, but it just takes one person to come in and get butt hurt or get their feelings hurt or anything, and they talk to the higher ups or the manager, regional manager, whoever, all of that goes away. Same thing with Call of Duty. It takes one cheater, and then comes another cheater, and then you have a group of cheaters just coming in and just ruining the game for everybody else. With Verdansk coming back, I really think, and I'm being really honest here, I think it will save Warzone. Here's why. Verdansk is a map where it's nostalgia, and people like that. They like coming to, they like being in a familiar place or coming to a familiar place. And Verdansk, it's just a map where everything started for everybody. You know, content creation or content creators, or just people in general gathering up, like they're like creating their squad. Like you had to pick the right people to get a W. Like I know for a fact that when the people that I started back in 2020 are still playing with me in 2025. So they're from those same people are gonna be with me coming back to Verdansk, and I'm gonna create more videos with them playing with me. And to be honest, we're all excited. Not a lot of people are excited, but I really think that Verdansk will save Warzone because it's gonna bring back those people back. Not a lot of people, but it's gonna bring enough people back to get Warzone hyped up again. Now I really hope that Activision listens to the audience and listens to the consumer and actually implement what we want within Warzone, because if they don't, then it's just, I mean, they've done it for the last 2 years or however Warzone's been alive, but I hope they listen and remove cheaters, like actually ban them. Don't like shadow ban them, like actually ban those cheaters. There has to be like a better system where it actually catches cheaters at that moment and kicks them off the game and just bans them for life or however they want to ban them for, you know. If there's a good word of mouth of people telling others, hey, Warzone is back, we're back this, we're back that, if people hear that, they're gonna come back to Warzone. Like, believe it or not, they will come back. They will like be hesitant to come back because like they know what to expect. They're gonna expect like sweaty players, cheaters from different directions coming at you. But if the game is good and it's stable and you're able to play the game properly and you're able to get kills without losing gunfights, then I think people will come back. And one thing I actually have thought about and actually mentioned this to the buddies of mine that I play with. So Battle Royale, the whole purpose of Battle Royale is for you to land somewhere in the map and pick up ground loot. So comment down below on what you guys think about this. So I was talking to them and I told them, what if Activision changes this part of the game where there's no more loadouts? Like you can't not get your loadout. All that you got to do is land, pick up a ground loot, and it's gonna kind of be like Fortnite, but not really. So obviously ground loot, even now when you play Warzone or Rebirth, you have your orange, your red, your purple. That's still gonna be there, but no more loadout, because for some reason it also depends how you're building your loadout. Me personally, I'm not that good at building my own loadouts, but for some reason the ground loot is a little bit more better than the actual loadout. But what if Activision removes loadout completely, and just like you're able to collect guns from the floor? And for me, it feels like it will feel like everything's more balanced with the weapons. To me, it's gonna feel like that if I go versus someone and they have a purple loadout and I have a purple loadout, it doesn't have to be the same guns. It could be a different type of gun, AR, sniper rifle, or shotgun, whatever. I feel like it'll be very well balanced because there will be no more meta weapons. It's just gonna be balanced. Those were just my thoughts. I told that to my buddies, and a few liked it and a few didn't like it. But comment down below and let me know what you think. As I mentioned before, I don't want Warzone to end. Like if Activision is really serious, if people don't come back and play this game, and if they decide to end Warzone, then that pretty much defeats the whole purpose of me having this channel. because Call of Duty is my main priority when it comes to this channel. Yeah, there's other games I want to play and bring you guys. I've been playing Metal Gear Solid, and I've been making videos when it comes to that game. That's like one of my favorite games as from my childhood. That's a game that I love playing, that I can keep playing over and over and over, and I don't get bored of it. Not with the new Metal Gear Solid game coming out, the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. That's gonna be one game I'm definitely gonna bring content to you guys. Call of Duty in general is just a game that I have loved for so many years. Like my first FPS shooter was Medal of Honor, and I'm sure I'm a 94 baby, so and that game came out back in 2002. That was my first game. Like we bought the original Xbox, and that Xbox came with Medal of Honor Frontlines, and that was my introduction to first-person shooters. And ever since then, I always liked first-person shooters. The second game that I played was Medal of Honor 2. I think it was called Rise of Sun, something like that. That was the second game that I played for the FPS shooter. And then came along Call of Duty, then Battlefield, back to Call of Duty, Halo, just different games that I just like first-person shooters. But Call of Duty has always had a special place in my heart, where I could play the multiplayer and not get bored. I could play with buddies and have fun. When Warzone came in, it was a different experience. Like I have played Fortnite, but I can't get into Fortnite like that. I like the game, don't get me wrong. It's just at the moment I wasn't a fast builder, and I've always had people building towers way faster than me, and I was never good at the game, period. There's a lot of content creators out there who, even YouTubers, and you have your people on Twitter that want this game to fail. I personally don't understand that. Like, I get it, if you don't like the game, then just don't play it no more. If you really feel that way, just don't play the game. Let the people who actually are still have excitement for the game and who make videos playing this game, let them enjoy it. If you don't like the game no more, just don't play it. But if you're really wishing for Warzone's downfall, then you were never really a fan of Call of Duty. You just were a fan for a short period of time, and you probably were never good at it, and that's okay. If you're not good at it, that's fine. But my whole point is not to ruin the game for everybody. There are still people like myself who's excited that Verdansk is coming back, and who are excited about the new updates that are coming with it. It's just not, for me personally, it's not fair for anybody else. So in the previous video, I want to talk so much more about if Verdansk can save Warzone. I already answered that. I said yes. That's me personally. Those are my thoughts, and that's how I feel. If you don't feel that way, that's perfectly fine. There was so much I wanted to talk about in the previous video. It's just, like I said before, it's kind of hard to play the game and record at the same time, because like I get into fights where I'm trying to concentrate and I forget that I'm recording. So I'm still learning, but I really wanted to get into depth in that video. But this is why I'm making this video. This is pretty much a part 2 to that video. I know I rambled a lot when it comes to this video, but I just wanted to actually put my thoughts out there to you guys, so you guys could understand what I'm coming from and how I feel. I really want Verdansk to come back and bring back all the people that Call of Duty has lost. And I can't wait just to jump back in the map, go on Stadium, Prison, Fire Station. There's just so many maps. There's so many areas in that map that I can't think about right now that I know I want to land in. I just can't think about it right now, but I just can't wait to play the game. I can't wait to land back in the map and just relive the good old days, and can't wait just to bring more content when it comes to Verdansk to you guys. But what are your thoughts on this video? How do you feel about Verdansk coming back? Do you think that Verdansk will save Warzone? Yes or no? Comment down below on what you think. If you're a returning viewer, I really appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up and comment down below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Like the video, comment down below. It helps with the algorithm, and it helps the algorithm push the video to everybody else. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you know when I post a new video. These were my thoughts and my feelings when it comes to Verdansk and Warzone. Let me know what you think, and until next time.